What if I could show you a way that you could push the 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐿𝐵𝐷 to the side just temporarily and rethink the way that you carry? In this video, I'm going to show you a smart and comfortable alternative to concealed carry right in your pocket. Hey all, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to show you an alternative way to carry where you don't have to use a 𝐃𝐸X holster. Maybe you want to go for a quick walk, grocery store run, errand. I wouldn't recommend any vigorous activities, but this is a way that you can quickly throw your firearm into a holster, put it into your pocket, whether it's your hoodie, jeans, shorts, whatever pocket you have, even a purse or a backpack you could throw this thing in, and it'll protect the trigger, it'll protect the firearm, it'll keep it holstered, and it's just a clever way to carry. And it's also a very quick and easy way to carry. So I'm going to show you today with the P365. I'm going to show you with the red dot on there. I'm also going to remove the red dot. If you decide to purchase one of these, you want to make sure that you get it for the correct size for your firearm. You also want to make sure that it indicates if it has a red dot or if it doesn't have a red dot. So if it does not have a red dot, the holster is not set up for a red dot, and you have a red dot, it's not going to fit correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I removed the red dot from the P365, and I'm going to show you a few of the pocket holsters that I really liked. I'll go over the prices. I'll go over the feel, how they feel, coming in and out of the pocket, how they draw, etc. So the first one I'm going to show you is a company called DeSantis. This is called their Nemesis. They make another line that I'm going to show you in a second. And so the design, they've got a little wing here. And the concept of this is so it doesn't pull easily out of the pocket, the holster. So you'll see, I can put the P365 in here. It completely covers the trigger. It's got a very nice rubber tactical, or tacky, I guess I should say, feel to it. It sits in my jean pocket. I wear jeans a lot. It sits in there very well. So if you want to have just the grip out and you have a hoodie or something that you can conceal it, it works extremely well. I like it because it's so small, this holster. It's the smallest ones out of all of them that I have. It draws very well. Holster stays in there. The issue I had was when I was putting the firearm back into the holster, this holster would drop down to the bottom of my pocket. Another reason I like this holster was because I wear hoodies a lot. I could throw it in here if I'm going out with my wife for a walk, whatever. Now I will always have my hands in my pocket if I have a firearm in here, because otherwise it's dangling and it's heavy, and I don't want somebody to see, accidentally in the hole. So I've always had my hands in here. If that's something that you want to do, this fit really nicely in my hoodie. The downside to this holster, one, was that it falls down deep into the pocket once you pull out the firearm, which is not a big deal. The other downside was price. So this thing is 34 bucks for what you're getting. So it's not a huge price, right, to compare to 𝐃𝐸X holsters, but it was one of the most expensive ones out of all the setups that I purchased. But the one that took the cake for expense was this guy. This is also by DeSantis. This is called their Superfly. This one was coming in at $44. It has two attachments here. You'll see it's got the holster with the wing on it right here. And then it's got this shield, if you will. And the design for the shield is so when it's sitting in your pocket, you don't get the silhouette of the firearm. So it conceals very well. Firearm goes all the way in. You can see it covers the trigger. It sits in there really, really nice. The issue with this one is because I wear jeans, is I could not get this into my jean pocket. I mean, this thing is like an iPhone Max, the height of it, and then you've got even extra width to the sides. So I could not get this into my jean pocket at all. I could put it in my hoodie, but this is just too big for me, especially coming in at 44 bucks. This is not something I'd recommend. Out of all the holsters, this is the stickiest. I mean, I feel like I could stick this thing to a wall and it wouldn't fall down. So maybe if you wanted to put this in your waistband, I don't know if they recommend that or not. I'm not telling you to do that. All of the holsters I tested them in my waistband all day long. Every single holster held my firearm there. I wasn't running, right? I was just walking around doing things, just doing normal chores. And they did sit in there. I wanted to test that. I tested them in my hoodie and in my jean pocket. Again, I couldn't get this one in there. So this was very large for my liking. For a pocket holster, I want it to be small, nimble, and I want it to do the job, right? Of concealing the firearm, protecting the trigger, and being able to put this thing in and out of my pocket and being able to draw, right, and get to the firearm. So this one is the least of my recommendations. The next one that I really liked, this is made by Allen Company or Allen Holsters. I like it because it sits in there really well. I like the feel of it. It feels like a really good quality. It's got, if you can kind of see that, it's got a little mix of the tacky rubber on there, intermixed, kind of a cool little design, but it sits in there extremely well. It went in my waistband very well. It goes in my jean pocket extremely well, and it draws very well. Holster stays put. I can put it right back in there and pull it out again. If you want to put this in a deep pocket, you can. It could fit all the way down in there. If you wanted to, in your jean pocket. So, and same thing with the hoodie. If I wanted to put it in my hoodie, I could do that. Or like if you have a purse, backpack, what have you, bag, you can put it in there. And I like this because it was also very small and nimble in my my hoodie. And this thing comes in at 19 bucks. So you get a lot of bang for your buck for that. So, you know, you're comparing 19, 44, and 33. So, you know, you have to kind of make your choice. So I really like this one. This one I absolutely love. This company is called 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐬𝐿𝐿. This thing is super soft. It's the softest of all the holsters. It's got a rubber or like a very tacky strip here. That's what's gonna grip into your pocket. This thing just sits in there just extremely nice. It covers almost the complete firearm. You can see there. These come in different sizes, so you wanna make sure you get the right size. This thing's 18 bucks. I mean, how do you go wrong for that? 18 bucks if you want a pocket holster. This is what I'd recommend, 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐬𝐿. I mean, for the price and what you get, it's great. It sits in my jean pocket perfect. It sits in here perfectly. I can put my hoodie over it and conceal it. You can't see it at all. It draws extremely well. I can put it back in and out. I'd say that the disadvantage, if there is one, when this is one, is it's definitely a looser fit. Like if I hold this upside down, it's falling out, okay? So compared to the Allen, that's $19, so a buck more, that is not falling out. That is in there. That's stuck, but it's enough where you can pull it out. So I think that's the only disadvantage I'd say on the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐬𝐿 is it definitely was kind of a loose fit. If that's something that you're concerned about, I would recommend, I'd recommend the Allen holster. So what I'm gonna do now is and all of them, the other ones I showed you have a very nice, they're not coming out. Okay, only the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐬𝐿 was the only one that I found it would fall out of the holster. So anyway, I don't recommend you, if you're going on a run or anything like that, I wouldn't recommend any of these, right? I'd recommend going into 𝐃𝐨𝐳𝐿. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the red dot back. I'll be back in a split second. Okay, I'm back. I've got the red dot mounted to the P365. I'm gonna show you some setups now with that. Again, it's important to get the right size. Before I get into this, I just wanna share with people that don't know, I sponsor these videos, I make them. If you like it and it helps you out to save some money or get some gear that you want, I do a lot of these different reviews on different gear. I buy the gear so you don't have to make the mistake of buying the wrong gear. Hopefully I can save you some money. If you like this, subscribe to the video. It helps me out a lot. Like the video and put in the comments too of anything that you want to see, any gear, ammo, guns, anything you want. I'll go out, I'll go buy it, I'll try it out, I'll test it out for weeks and see what works, what doesn't, and I'll give you my honest, true feedback. Nothing here is sponsored by any companies, nobody sends me any gear, I buy it all on my own, but I do have a product called a Cloudster Pillow. I just want to show you real quick. They work with 𝐃𝐨𝐳 holsters, so your traditional holster to a sidecar holster to even a hybrid. Okay, what these do is we make these pillows. They come in 3 different sizes. They come in mini, standard, and deluxe. Deluxe would be like a light bearing holster. Standard would be like a traditional, maybe a subcompact type firearm. And then if you have a smaller body frame or even females, or you just want something just act as a wedge, we make a little mini. We also have them in 3 different colors. They come in camo. I'll show you a white one here. And they come in dark. Okay, they come in this really great packaging. They're all ready to go with instructions. They come with extra Velcro, they come with extra fill, and they come completely filled. They're shredded memory foam that's in there. It's a cooling gel shredded memory foam. They're fully adjustable. They open up like this with Velcro at the top. That's all sewn in. It's very strong, and it's got full of foam in here. Show you there. And they are very comfortable. We have tons of raving reviews compared to our competitors. This is definitely the highest quality pillow that you can get. The way that they work is they would attach to your holster like this, and it would keep the 𝐃𝐨𝐳𝐿 from digging into your body. And another benefit that it does is it keeps the firearm from printing. So by having the pillow here acting as a wedge or a fulcrum, it's going to protect, like I said, your body, and it's also going to tilt the firearm inward towards your body. And by putting it off a little bit to the side, it's going to rotate the grip this way. So now we're going to get back to the video, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. It helps me out. We're a small family business. We make them all here in the USA. If you want to get one, I'll drop a link down below with the discount that you can get if you want to get one for your holster. So now back to the setups. This is a company called Elite. This holster is coming in at 27 bucks. This, for the red dot setup that I have, this thing had the most tacky feel to it. I like the fact that they've got this edge to it. So what it does is it matches the slide of the firearm, so it really sits in here nicely. It's a little loose, right? If I let go of this, it's gonna fall out, but it's not as loose as the 𝐬𝐻𝐾, but it sits in here great. I mean, it completely covers the firearm. I can put it into my hoodie like this. I carry this thing around. It worked really, really well for me. Again, it would slide out a bit, so that was one of the issues I had, but I really liked the way that it sat in my jean pocket. So again, I'm a jeans guy. I like the way this thing sat in there. I could draw it really well. The holster would stay put and I could put it back in. So I liked it. You know, having the jeans coupled with the holster, it gives it, I think, enough retention to keep the firearm in there, but nothing like those other holsters. But they all draw very, very well. I like this, again, coming in at 27 bucks, so a little bit more than the 𝐬𝐻𝐾, but it's a great feel holster. It's great quality, and I like it. It's got the little stiff wing there too to keep it from coming out of your pants. This was my go-to. It has been my go-to. I love this thing. This is made by Sticky Holsters. It is sticky, not as sticky as the other ones, but it's enough sticky where this is not coming out of your pocket. The firearm just sits in here nicely. It just completely covers the trigger. It's a great holster. It's got the little stiff wing here too to keep it from coming out of your pants. I'd say medium coming out. So this is, you know, fully falling out the 𝐬𝐻𝐾. I'd say, you know, let's call it 3/4 falling out, and we'll call this one a little over 3/4, if that is even making sense of retention, right? Or at a 7 out of 10 on this one, maybe 5 out of 10 on this one, and 3 out of 10 on the 𝐬𝐻𝐾. So I guess that's a better way to rate this, falling out. So again, but when it sits in my jean pockets, this is not going anywhere. I can pull it out very well. The holster stays put. I can put it back in. I can put it deep pocket all the way down in here. I can put it in my hoodie. This holster was coming in at $31. There's coupons you can find on the internet for these. They'll give you free shipping. You can get this thing down to about 26 bucks and change. So I love this holster. This is one that I recommend with the P365. If you have a red dot, again, they all come with red dot and without red dot. So make sure you get the right size, but I love this thing. Another cool little bonus that I found, and I love this. Okay, this is a really cool concept. They call this a trigger sheath. It's made by a company called Clip Draw. And this thing was 19 bucks. Okay, and the way that this works is it covers your trigger. Okay, so totally protected the trigger so you can't have a negligent discharge. And this paracord attaches to your belt loop or your belt. Now, I tried it on the belt. And when you wrap this thing around, it's designed to go like this. So you'd go through your belt loop like this, right? And then it would be like this on your belt loop. So now if you pull the firearm, this thing pulls off. I didn't like the belt because I was losing this much, and I like to put this in my jean pocket. So now I've got this much room to drop my firearm, and I'll show you in a second, into my pocket. I liked putting it on the actual belt loop, and I'll show you that right now, because now I'm putting it on something like this, and look how much more room I get to sink this thing like a fishing pole or a fishing line into my pocket. So let me put this on real quick. Just take a second, put it through my belt loop, wrap it through the hole, and I'll show you how this thing works. So again, it clips in like this. I can drop this down into my pocket like this, totally in, okay? In my pocket right now. I can reach in if I need to get to this thing really quickly, and the sheath comes right off. It pops right off of this thing. So I'm not gonna have an accidental discharge, hopefully, in my pocket unless there's some other problem with this firearm, with this sheath in here. I don't know, I didn't like it in my hoodie. I tried it. I was very self-conscious with the string hanging there like this. It could rip out of my pocket. I could bump into something. People could see it. I don't know. I didn't like it in my hoodie at all. I probably honestly had it there for about 30 seconds. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. So, but I did have it in my pocket all day, and this thing worked extremely well. When I got home, I pulled it out 50 times. I never had an issue. It just pops right off, and I still have all of that retention back in here. This thing, I think I said, was $19. It's a great deal. You could use this putting it into your backpack, a purse, a bag, into your pocket if you want, in your car, center console while you're driving. If you just want a really easy, quick way to cover the trigger, I recommend this company right here, ClipDraw. It's a great price for this thing. But again, all these holsters were great. If there was any of that you liked and you're like, oh, I like that feature, I had no issues with any of this gear. I thought it was all great stuff. I just don't like things that are way above a price point when I'm finding everything else in the $20 range and I'm seeing things in the $40 or $45 range. I think it's a little expensive for that stuff. But anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Like and subscribe to the video. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.